Bonjour Virgo and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Today I'm going to be doing your mid-month tarot reading for July, so I hope you are doing well. I'm going to be using an oracle deck and a tarot deck, and if you're interested in them I will drop you a link in the description box below. So as always, I'll ask that you remember those are general readings, they will not resonate with everybody. So take what applies and just drop the rest. Now what do we have for my Virgo Querents, please? What messages do we need to hear for the middle of the month? So I'm going to be pulling 3 energies for you. So let's see what we have. We begin with number 10, Tepi Akentet, Truth and Justice. Now this really has the vibe of the Justice card. It's number 10. If you're interested in numerology, it talks about the end of a cycle, the completion of something. Maybe some karma is being repaid here. Your second energy is card number 9, Ibdes, Recovered Senses, Being of Service. Number 9 is attainment and achievement. And then finally we have card 15, Heri Ib Waya, Middle of the Boat, Journey Through Life. Now 15 diminishes to number 6, which is harmony after you've overcome a change or challenge, which is interesting because this card reminds me of the 6 of Swords really, with the barge and you know, moving forward, having learned the lessons that needed to be learned. I'm finding this very interesting. Okay, let me put my oracle deck away. So as I was saying, truth and justice, maybe some karma being repaired, harmony is coming back into your life, you know, moving on, having learned the lessons, and being of service. So, I'm going to delve into those messages for you with the tarot. Let me put that here. So, can you clarify those messages for my Virgo Querents, please? Right. So we have, wow, the best card in the deck, the Sun, Major Arcana. We then have the Queen of Wands. And the Page of Swords. Under the Sun, we have the Knight of Wands. The Five of Wands. We have a lot of wand energy in this reading and a lot of fire energy, generally speaking. And finally, we have the Page of Cups. So you've got 2 pages at the end of your reading. The bottom of the deck, which is the energy supporting you, we have the Emperor, which is a major arcana. So I'm going to start with the energy that's going to be supporting you. Now, to me as a tarot reader, the major arcana represents the direct intervention of your spirit team. So whether you work with God, the universe, the angels, spirit, your ancestors, it is them either nudging you in the right direction when you're not quite sure where to go, or they are providing you with experiences that will enable growth, whether it needs to be on the mental, spiritual, emotional, or physical plane. The Emperor is ruled by number 4, which is the number of strong foundation and stability. The Emperor is a fire energy. So you see, you've got the Emperor, you've got the Sun, and you've got 3 wands. So 3, 4, 5. You've got 5 out of 7 cards that are to do with fire, with the wand type of things. And this is your passion, your desire, your spirit, you know, your drive. Now the Emperor is someone who knows how to build an empire successfully. So someone who's reliable, someone who will plan all the details and successfully get their troops to, you know, the victory. It may represent somebody with a lot of life experience, a father figure, and it it could be also a mother figure. You know what I mean? I mean, my mom is like a father figure to me. She's very strong and has a lot of masculine energy. So it doesn't have to be necessarily a male, is what I'm trying to say to you. And the Emperor can be maybe showing that you're going to be bossing up, you know, taking the reins of your life in your hands, or it is someone in your environment, and it could represent a boss as well for some of you. Yeah, that kind of energy. So this is really, to me, what I'm feeling is this energy of, you know, taking your life in your own hands and moving on. So we start with the Sun, and as I said, this was a major arcana. Now this is the best card in the deck. This is the card that will get rid of any negativity, if there are any, in this deck. Now the Sun stands for many things. It's warmth, it's joy, happiness, success, victory, and also things being brought to light, which I'm very drawn to today, which is not a meaning I use very often for the Sun, but for your message, this is what I'm getting, because we've got this idea of truth and justice. So something's being exposed and you're gonna have justice being served, you know. This is gonna, things are gonna move forward towards you, because you've got also this journey through life, you know, which is going through experiences that are not necessarily easy, but they make you grow, and then you can put it behind you and look towards the future with a way more optimistic view and boss up, you know, like the Emperor. The Emperor doesn't even think that he can fail. The Emperor is somebody who's going to plan it, going to have a plan of action, a clear goal in mind, and they're going to go for it. And in their mind, it is clear that they're going to win. Which is that kind of energy of, you know, I've learned all of my lessons, and now I can build upon this and be successful in whatever it is I'm trying to do. And so I believe the Sun's going to put towards the light, puts forward something, reveal something. And the Knight represents things moving forwards, action being taken, wands being, as I've explained, that fire energy, the passion, the desire. This could be you deciding to take action, to just follow your passion, your desire, you know, in pair with this Emperor. But it could also be someone who comes forward, you know, under the sun, someone who's put under the sunlight, literally, or the spotlight, which is another word that came to my mind. And, you know, you're going to see them for who they are, whether it's good or not. They may feel very passionately about you, and you didn't know. So it could be that. Otherwise, it's just you taking action, moving towards what you want to do. And here you have the Queen of Wands with the Five of Swords. And I see the Queen of Wands as you in this reading. Because queens are patient, understanding, they are receptive, they, again, you know, a king will take action, be yang energy. The queen is the yin energy, is receptive. Now the Queen of Wands is someone who's very charismatic, and someone who knows that she or he, you know, no genders attached, this is a general reading. She doesn't need to use the stick, she knows how to attract what she wants, whether it's something or like a service or something, or somebody. But this queen is conflicted because there is the Five of Wands. Now, 5 represents change, and if you fight change, I always say this, it becomes a challenge because you're going against the flow. If you embrace it, you will grow from it. So the Five of Wands can represent this queen being conflicted about something, or it could be competition to get this queen. There may be people fighting to get you, whether it's in a romantic setting or whether it is for work, you know. If it's come to light, actually, that you're the person who's been working so hard in this department, for instance, and you are taking action, and maybe you're thinking about, you know, leaving, or you're looking at other jobs, then suddenly you become this very charismatic person who has self-confidence and very attractive, and people fight over you. And as I said, it could also be romantic, so take what resonates. But this is what this is. And then you've got the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups. So the pages represents 3 different things. They represent messages and news coming your way, but they also represent new directions, so in a way like a new mini beginning kind of thing, but also inexperience in their suits because they're training to become the knights. So swords energy is the mental realm. So they represent your views on the world, the thoughts you have, the knowledge you gain, and also the truths that are exposed. So the Page of Swords may be indicating that you've got some news coming your way, or you're going to get, something's going to get revealed, you're going to find out something. That could be this. It could also show that you are going to try to get all of the data possible, all the facts, to make up your mind as to what you're doing. You know, you're in the emperor mode, so you're trying to find out where, you know, where you want to go, what you want to do, and you know, you're going to be looking for things. So it could be that. The Page of Cups is the same kind of energy, but with emotions, feelings, intuition. And I'm getting the vibe from this Page of Cups that he or she is trying to find out how they feel about what they found out. Okay, this is, I'm looking at this and I'm not so sure what I think about it. Because if you look at the directions as well of the characters, the page is looking at the other page, giving him the information or the message with this sword, and the page is looking at the cup thinking, how do I feel about this? Not so sure. So this is what I see happening. You know, you may be having to, boss up in order to decide, because there is some conflict here, whether it's competition with someone, whether people are fighting for you, or whether you've got internal conflict. And I feel it's to do with this Knight of Wands. Now, I'm going to pull out an extra card for you just to get a final message, because I don't want to leave you on the note that you're going to be trying to find out how you feel about all of this situation or the bit of news that's coming. Can you clarify the outcome of this reading, please? Sorry, this card is screaming, I have to take it. The Moon. You see, I don't like it when the cards do that, because the Moon, Major Arcana, is saying that there's uncertainty, but it's happening for you and not to you. But I can't give you, a clean-cut answers, because it's happening for a reason. This is your spirit team saying to you, okay, things are not as they appear, because obviously things don't look the same under the moonlight than they do under the sunlight, but you do have the sun here, so things are going to become much clearer. But at the moment, there's uncertainty, there's a veil, like a fog, and that's why you kind of, conflicted as to what to do. But this veil will be removed with the sun. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Hierophant, another major arcana, so another confirmation that this is happening for you. This is your divine, your spirit team, putting things in order for you, because the Hierophant is enlightenment. Is ruled by number 5, the number of change. And so, I'd make sure I have time aside so that you can get the downloads from your spirit team, because they're going to give you enlightenment, knowledge about the situation. They're going to help you shine the light on this moon, which is, kind of uncertain time at the moment. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey for the cards with me. If this message helped you in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I always appreciate your time. I wish you a wonderful next 2 weeks, and I'll see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.